Hello guys and welcome back to Gemini Gamer. So this is another Hearts of Iron 4 series. Today we're going to be trying to rebuild the Roman Empire, or at least get close to it. But you know, as long as we click that little decision thing, we're done, okay? That's all I can say. And we're going to be doing it in Waking the Tiger because that's really the only way you can do it. No mods, due to the mods, you know, it takes a while for them to update. I already did this. I mentioned it in the opinion video on whether you should buy this DLC. That I was trying to do this before I released that, but it didn't work out, so I actually didn't have any footage to use because, you know, things didn't go right. But I explained it a little bit more over there, so I don't have to go through that right now. And you know, it didn't go well, so I released that other video first, and then I'm gonna do this one, this series now. So go ahead and watch the opinion video. You haven't bought it. If you bought it, it's too late. Don't worry about it. But you know, go watch that and hopefully I help you decide on whether you should buy it or not. But you know, we're gonna be doing that. Here, as you can see, I already tried there. New game, and we're gonna be playing as Italy. Of course, you have to be Italy to do this. And we're gonna be playing on veteran difficulty, one of the new, well, actually, elite is the new difficulty. Could do it in civilian though. That would be fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, we're gonna do it in veteran. Gonna beat Ironman mode, and historical AI focuses will be off. So hopefully we get to see something a little bit interesting over here, and maybe Germany does something a little interesting. Nothing too interesting though, because I need them to be strong and I need them to be my ally, at least to begin with. Because, you know, they need to help me defeat the allies, or at least keep the allies under bay and the Russians out of my hair too. Just the way it's gonna be. And that's basically the plan. Couple stages as we go. First stage is just defeat Ethiopia, expand a little bit into the Balkans, nothing too special. Then stage 2, invade Spain, or you know, once they're done with their civil war, and then wait for the Allies to go to war with Germany, and then defeat the Allies, and then you know, go from there. We'll see how it goes. Things almost never go to plan in this game because, you know, the game does some weird stuff, the Allies do weird stuff, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully everything's just fine, and we are able to defeat the Allies in a timely manner, and then go to war with Germany and, you know, complete the Roman Empire. So we'll see how it goes, and might as well get it going now. And Iron Man mode, so no cheating, as you can see. No cheating. I will not go back, and I shall not cheat. I shall not cheat. Okay, so everything's good. And let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so first steps first. Let's make sure that the Ethiopian front is taken care of immediately at the beginning of the game. We don't want them to cause us any trouble. You know, Italy doesn't do very well in Africa, so let's make sure that trend does not stick for a very long time. Alright, you do there, another front line there. Let's assign you to a field marshal like this. Click here, and let's click on that dude. I already practiced this, already did this multiple times, so no worries, I guess. Yeah, a lot of failures apparently is Italy. Italy it's alright. It's not the hardest country to do, but it's also not the easiest due to their situation that their whole army is under. It's very, 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 very badly set up, so you have to do a lot of micromanaging. You have to change a lot of templates. You gotta conquer a lot of countries to get the industry that you need to stand a chance to actually do what you need to do. Especially if we're gonna take on Germany in the late game, which is not something you need. You know, it's not something you normally do as Italy. Usually, as Italy, you just go slow. You take what you can from Germany, you know, before they take it. And then once you're ready to go, you know, you defeat the Allies, and that's pretty much it as Italy, because the game is basically over at that point. You usually don't challenge Germany, but this time we are going to do that. I also know that this series is one of the most probably done in YouTube right now. But, you know, because it is Rome, and, you know, it's one of the most things people try to do from the start anyway. But I don't care. As long as a couple people watch it, I'm fine with it. You know, that's pretty much why I'm doing this right now. I'm not getting anything out of it, just some entertainment. I was gonna play this anyway, so I told myself I was just might as well, you know, do that. Might as well get some videos out on it and see where it goes. Hopefully some people enjoy it, and hopefully we all have a good time. and you decide to subscribe and stay for other videos. Usually I do a lot of Hearts of not Hearts of Iron 4. I do Hearts of Iron 4, but not as much as I do Kerbal Space Program, which is also going to be very done in the next few days, because of, you know, there's also a DLC that I am planning on buying. I haven't bought it yet, and I'll also do my opinion on that, and hopefully you guys also enjoy that. We'll see though, we'll see. So hopefully these guys do their thing. But anyway, while that's happening, I'm just gonna let the AI do its thing for a little while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reorganize our navy here, make sure that's taken care of. Very, very large navy for Italy, you know, to start off with, I guess. You know, you normally don't have one. But let's let everyone come together into one port. There goes one little navy that was stuck far away, I guess. Unify you, and let's give you actually, let's split you into 2 groups, because it's always good to have 2 groups of your navy, because sometimes you end up having transport ships ending up getting split up and stuff like that, and you don't want that. So for now, let's just leave them at port in preparation for the wars coming up. Let's see, what else. One of the reasons, actually, I want to explain this too, I decided to do Italy is because you get a lot of action to start off with if you're trying to expand early on. Especially, you know, the way I'm doing it, because you get to declare war early on and then get a lot of options as you go. So it's one of the more interesting ones too. It really is. I think it's it used to be more interesting than Japan. Because Japan, all you do is just declare war on China and that's it. But now with the new DLC, you got a lot of more options. Got a lot more stuff here. It looks like they're going... democratic. Japan is going democratic. Interesting. See, that's what I'm saying. It's interesting. You got a lot more options. So we'll see how that goes. Japan may not be our ally in this game. We might actually end up going to war with them. But that's fine. I don't mind that. That's okay. It's good to go. I don't care. It's all good. Alright, let's see. So our advance is not doing too well. Usually when things go really well, you end up defeating these guys really quickly. But you know, it's not going the best. Let's try to get to their capital as soon as possible. See if we can capitulate them quickly. Alright. So let's prepare for the plans for Yugoslavia. Let's see how much political power I need to do this. A little bit more. Alright, we got the Ethiopian war logistics done. Let's go ahead and do industrial. Get that done too. Alright, perfect. Alright, so they are guarding their capital now, which makes sense for them to be doing, I guess. We surrounded a couple of them. Ooh, there goes the national Spain civil war. See who wins, see who loses. Doesn't matter really, because whoever wins anyway is gonna end up getting destroyed by the Italian army. Alright, it's just the way it's gonna be, sirs. So it doesn't matter. Either Franco or what's his name, Jose Diaz. Whoever happens. I don't care. I shall defeat you at some point in the next couple years in preparation for the war against the Allies. Again though, expanding like this aggressively. Ooh, they took that back. Oh well. Let's see here. Oh, they're gonna try to surround me, aren't they? That is not good. Let's see here. Let's try to take it. Come on, fellas. You're there. You're pretty much there, dudes. Just take it. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna reunite them with this side, so it will be fine. It will be fine. Don't worry. Not going the best though. Ideally, I wouldn't want them to be surrounded like that, but whatever happens, happens. You can't really change that. You know, as long as you take their capital, you're fine. You're fine, and you know, I guess as long as you don't lose territory down here, you're fine too. All right, let's start justifying on Yugoslavia. I know we're not ready, but we'll be ready by then. It's almost a year of time that we have in preparation for that. After Yugoslavia, I mean, the first one I recommend you taking over is Yugoslavia. After that, the best one is Romania, and the one after that is Turkey. And then the one after that, I think, is going to be Greece due to their resources. They have a lot of steel and a lot of chromium and a lot of aluminum. And other than that, Hungary, you know, after Greece, you know, and then Bulgaria, and then Austria. If you have the time, but by that point, you're not going to do it. Austria goes down pretty quickly due to the Germans doing their little focus streak. We'll see though. Germany may not go democratic, which means that we would have to work a little bit extra harder to win. But anyway, let's take it and turn and done. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's get this army on the road back to Italy in preparation of the invasion of Yugoslavia as soon as possible. There we go. You guys can go right there. Let's send all the tank divisions to the south here. And then all these guys can join up with this army right there. Awesome, awesome. And then everyone else can go to the little port of Sarah. You know, I actually know a little bit of Italian. I had a class in high school. It's been a little while though. It's been about a year since I haven't practiced it, and I probably already, you know, suck at it. I don't think I was really that good at it. I mean, I knew how to speak it, but I don't know how, you know, my accent and all that stuff was gonna work. But you know, my teacher said I was very good, but you know, now I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someday I'll go to Italy. The one country I really want to visit is Spain, though, because I speak the language. I know Spanish. Although it's not Spain Spanish, so I'll probably get a lot of people pissed off over there anyway. So, you know, and then England, because I do also speak the language, and then maybe Germany, but I don't know German that much. I like to scream in German sometimes. 9 because this is a war game, and you know, you gotta get that feeling going, you know, that you know, when things don't go right, you gotta get that feeling out of yourself, you know. So, and it's funny. It makes it funny. Hopefully you guys enjoy that comedic, you know, attempts to make the game more interesting. So I don't know. I don't think we need to help them. I don't think we need to help Spain at all. I think they got it. You know, I think they got it. Whoever wins. But I would want nationalist Spain to try to win, because if Republican Spain wins, there's a small possibility that they may end up joining the common tournament, and that is just not something I need. You know, that would really cause some issues. So we need to make sure everything's goes well, and it doesn't cause other more problems that we don't need, you know what I mean? So we'll see where it goes. I don't expect it to be the best series you ever seen, but I expect it to be decent. Okay, I promise that it will be decent. It shall be decent. Okay, you guys will enjoy it, don't worry. I'm pretty sure you will. So let's see, what can we do? One of them leveled up, one of the generals leveled up, and I think I'm gonna go with organization first or reinforce rate. Interesting. Alright, well, division recovery rate? Sure. Sorry about that. Division recovery rate shall be the main thingamajiggy that we shall be going with. Alright, so industry is going to be very important, so we're going to try to build up as much as possible, as quickly as possible. I think I should probably start justifying in Romania too when we get the option to do that. It's going to take us a little while to declare war on them, but I do need that to go down as soon as possible as well. Alright, let's keep building these military factories. The faster we build up, the better for us and for the rest of the world, I guess. Alright, that. And let's get those support battalions up and going, because we are going to need them. Trust me, anything helps at this point. So Yugoslavia is gonna go down, and then I guess we're gonna go. Yeah, Romania's. Yeah, I'm going with Romania because you need that oil. Like, I do have options. I could go with Turkey too, but I need that oil that Romania has in order to be an economic powerhouse in this area of the world, I guess, you know. And we do need those factories as well. You know, those factories are gonna be the main thing that we do need. As long as we get the factories, we'll be just fine. Trust me. That's basically what we need to do. Alright, can we start justifying a little bit more? A little bit more. Just a tiny bit more and we'll be fine. A tiny bit more and we'll be just fine. So after that Ethiopian war, I think we just stall out a little bit. You know, just wait a tiny bit. Nothing too drastic. Don't worry. Everything's just fine. I'm also going to try to take over Northern Africa as quickly as possible. It's very important as Italy to try to keep naval superiority, because, you know, these guys, the French and the especially England, of all people. Like they love invading you navally. You know, that sounds a little bit more dirty than it is, but it kind of, you know, it's supposed to sound like it's supposed to sound, right? They invade you navally. Okay, so, and I'm pretty sure you know what I mean with that. So, you know, we need to take out, you know, all Northern Africa and then lock the British Navy out of here and take it out with our Navy as quickly as possible. As soon as possible, I guess, honestly. You know, once they get locked in here, they can't really repair other than France, but France doesn't have the biggest Navy either. I think we can take on the French Navy and whatever British boats end up getting stuck in here anyway. So, nothing too crazy, nothing too scary. Just a normal basic plan of how we're going to do this. Again, we need to be very careful as you go. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, you just need to be careful. Be careful. Alright, so that will work. So I was wanting to take Yugoslavia, we'll declare war on Romania, and due to their faction thing, the neutral foreign policy, they won't be able to join the Allies. Hopefully, and if they do, then we'll stop justifying. If they get, you know, guaranteed by the Allies, we'll just go ahead and just invade Spain, no matter what. So we're going to expand at the beginning of the game, no matter what. Nothing's going to stop us, other than those little pesky independence guarantees. So other than that, everything will be just fine, and we'll be able to defeat these guys easily, and we'll have a good time as we go. Hopefully. The problem though is going to take us a little while to declare war on Romania, which may end up putting us in the spot where the Japanese start declaring war on China, and then, you know, that's just going to get a little bit out of hand, but I think we'll be fine as we go as well. Nothing to worry about. The only problem is there's a little downtime though. You know, even as freaking Italy, there's a downtime on whether you know, between the African War to the Balkan War to the Spain War, if we end up going on that path, and then to the Allied War. So you do have a little bit of time to build up, which we're not doing right now because of, you know, reasons. As you can see, my factories are pretty maxed out right now because of, and especially since the production deficiency due to the veteran difficulty, we end up not having enough production to do what we need to do here. So I'm gonna go ahead and change our infantry battalion to a little bit better, a tiny bit better, not much, but at least a decent infantry division. You know, we want to make sure they can take care of any resistance that ends up piling up on them, which it will, trust me, it happens the whole time. And after that, we'll try to rebuild the build, because Italy never had a tank army, so we'll try to build up a tank army along with our little naval capacity too, and along with our infantry army too. So, and our air force as well. We want to do that too. Don't want to forget about the air force. The air force is very important, which gets me to thinking about getting the air superiority that we need over here. So I'm just gonna reorganize it a little bit. We don't need as many planes to take over Yugoslavia, but I do want to make sure we got the boats and stuff that we need to make sure that's taken care of, right? Don't want to start you know, getting bombed or anything like that. Just make sure you don't do that, because if you do that, you get bombed, you lose industry, you lose a very important part of that efficiency that you need in order to do everything else. You know, build factories. You know, if you get bombed, the AI automatically puts that on the list that you have to fix, and then you forget about it, and you forget to build up more factories. Slows you down drastically, so you need to be careful with that, especially as you advance, because, you know, you want to build up factories instead of infrastructure, at least at the beginning of the game, right? Trust me, it always helps building factories at the beginning of the game other than infrastructure, unless you have like a spot where you want to have a faster build. But trust me, usually it doesn't really make much of a difference, at least I've noticed. Maybe as a more industrialized country like Germany, it might make a difference, but as Italy, it doesn't really help. So you just gotta make sure you play your cards right, make sure to research the right things at the right times, and make sure you don't end up getting bogged down with, you know, too many enemies or anything like that. Make sure you invade the right countries at the right time, and you'll be just fine. Just fine. Also take off Death or Dishonor, because that one causes a lot of problems here, because all the guarantees, you gotta invade You invade Yugoslavia, the Czechs get all angry, you have to invade them, even though you shouldn't, but that's the way the game works. They shouldn't really guarantee them, because they're not even on bordering. They're not bordering it, you know? I think they're guaranteeing it because of Hungary, but, I mean, honestly, come on, man. Like, if I declare war, are you really gonna declare war on me? Even though you will never be able to reach me. Or you'll never be able to try to supply troops anyway. You know, it's just a pain in the butt, but that's the way it works. Alright, so let's build up our little political power here. We can't really do anything else right now. Like, we can do some promises of peace, but we shouldn't do that. Anti-democratic raids, that's pretty much all we can do. Anti-communist raids, but their little support isn't that high anyway, so whatever. No big deal. No big deal. Hopefully the main thing when you're battling Yugoslavia is to break through here. If you break through here and surround the army that's stuck up here, you basically already won. That's what I did during one of my test playthroughs, I guess. So yeah, just make sure you do that and you'll be just fine and dandy, okay? But anyway, I don't think we're going to be able to declare war on them this episode. It's getting a little bit long. So, sorry guys, all we could do is just do Ethiopia. We couldn't do anything else right now. But next episode, I promise, we're going to invade Yugoslavia and hopefully start the war against Romania. Or any other country that we end up going against, alright? So, hopefully everything works out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Hopefully you guys decide to subscribe, like, comment, and share and all that stuff. It really helps out. It spreads the word of the channel. Maybe some other people want to subscribe too. We'll see, we'll see. I do want to get to 1,000 subscribers though. Do want to get to 7 subscribers. That's the next goal. I was actually planning to get to 200 subscribers before May, but we ended up doing that in March. So I appreciate all that. Thank you if you subscribed, and if you haven't, hopefully you guys decide to. And hope you guys stick around and keep watching videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.